You're not under arrest. You're being detained.
I know that. Why?
So what happened?
Why? I will if I want to. I'm a woman. I'm 52 years old.
Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, we'll do something a little different because I want to talk to you guys about Catherine Welsh. Now, this woman was just sentenced to 18 years in prison for her 10th DUI. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the body cam footage, but we have a news article as well as the courtroom footage of the sentencing hearing. So that will be extremely interesting. So let's not get carried away though, because I do have an appetizer for you guys. We have a psycho Karen who gets arrested after spitting on Target employees, believe it or not. But before we get into that, let me thank the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark. Now, I travel a lot with the family, we go on vacations at hotels, and quite often I need to access either my bank account or my YouTube studio, and it would be extremely reckless to access that from a public Wi-Fi network. And that's why I always use a trusted VPN like Surfshark. Not only does Surfshark encrypt my data so I cannot get hacked, but it also cleans up my browsing experience. Have you ever tried to read an article and then you get inundated with massive amounts of pop-ups and ads and even phishing attempts? Well, Surfshark is going to remove all that unnecessary noise so that you can focus on what you're actually trying to do. And what's even better is that Surfshark gives you protection on as many devices as you want for the same price. So not only am I protected, but my wife and my daughters are protected on their devices as well. Now, on top of that, Surfshark offers a 30 days money back guarantee, so you can try it at no risk whatsoever. And if you use my link available in the pinned comment and in the description, you'll get an extra 4 months for free. So don't wait any longer, try Surfshark today. And now let's get back to the video.
Evanston 911, where is your emergency?
Hey, this is Earl for the target is Sherman Avenue. I have did you spit? Okay, she just spit at me from behind. She wants to be arrested. She was saying that she wanted the cops to come by.
Okay, we're on the way to the target. Is she a female, white, black, or Hispanic?
I want to say black. She's wearing a gray shirt, white shorts.
Where is she in the store currently?
She just walked out of the store. She's headed north.
Did she steal anything at the time as well, or just assault you?
Yeah, no, she took some food and she took a shirt. She's out here right now changing.
Head of the target, 1616 Sherman. Shoplifter and assault just occurred. Female, black, gray shirt, white shorts, currently walking northbound, took multiple goods, and spit on the security.
Hello. How you doing? Good morning. How are you? How you doing? Now, listen, I'm Officer Dallas Police Department, so you know I'm recording, okay? What happened at the target?
Piss off. I played the fifth.
Okay. All right. 173. She's highly uncooperative, not talking at all. I just want to confirm that target don't want to sign minutes. So I'll stay off with her here, and if once I'm going to go to target and see what they want to do. Hey. Thank you. Can't be throwing stuff at people, okay?
Yeah, I'm 52 years old. I can do well.
I know.
Don't talk to me.
Okay. Can I get another unit over here? It's probably going to be arrest. Alright, listen, you can't be throwing stuff at people, okay?
I didn't.
Listen, I'm being very cooperative with you. I'm being very nice with you, okay? But you come
I'm
a little...
not throwing stuff. I rolled it on the ground.
Do you have anything on you?
White people can't stand.
Well, you spit at the lady at Target.
And there it is. There's the race card. Somehow, she's managing to make this about race. Lady, if you spit on someone, you are going to get arrested no matter what your race is and no matter what their race is. It's a crime, so don't try to make it about race when it has nothing to do with it. I can't believe people are still trying to pull the race card in 2025.
No, we're not doing
I wasn't a lady.
We're not doing that
If
today.
you roughhouse me, I'm
I
a
got her
woman.
detained.
Just because I'm black doesn't make me not a woman. And don't let that come over here. She's already trying to get a black
No, we're not doing that.
That's
Okay?
my purse. I bought it.
I know. I'm gonna make sure.
How many times are y'all gonna arrest me?
Check the loop. Hold on to her.
You look like my friend Skip. He's a Marine and he's insane. You got that insane look.
I haven't dealt with you before.
No, because I have a life.
Please and please, don't want to check.
Okay. I have no reason to be detained. So you can let me go.
Listen, somebody said that you spit on them and you stole a bunch of stuff. Okay?
That's my purse.
Okay. I'm not saying that you're
That's
lying.
my
I'm
purse.
just letting
And give
you
it
know.
back.
Okay. I will give it back to you in a second. All right.
Well, on what evidence? Just black people can't talk? I talk and I have a list.
Oh, you showed up with the ET truck?
Yeah.
What is the evidence? Some white man called?
Consider about it.
Did he go to DePaul
Yeah.
University?
Let's walk over here.
Come with
buddy.
What proof do I have? White man on. What else do I No, don't harass me. I'm a woman. Stop it! Let me go! I'm not being uncooperative. You will let me go, you.
Now you go.
You, white man.
Just come sit in the car, okay?
Why would I want to sit here? I haven't done shit. I'm sick of you arresting me. You white. I'll spit on you.
Do not spit on me.
Oh, so you can give me a
Okay?
look? I have a list.
Okay. Okay. I'm not saying that.
Shut the f up and stop arresting me. My last job was a kindergarten teacher's aide. I was too soft on them. You. Let go of me. You hold your wife like this, or your daughters.
You're being detained right now.
So I'm not cooperating. Let me the f go. This is a Muslim. It's not a woman. Let me go. Make it loose.
Hey, she can sit down here. I'll work with her. So how about take a seat? Take a seat. I'll work with you. But
Let
you
go.
gotta
I am not a threat.
Yeah.
You have guns,
Young lady,
taser. What are you threatening about? Black skin?
Just sit down.
Holy smokes, she's really stuck up on that race card. It's unbelievable. No, they're not scared of your black skin. They're just concerned that you might start spitting on them. And that is a very valid concern.
I don't want to.
You know, but here's the thing. I'm trying to work with you, okay?
Work with me about what? Somebody call.
Yeah,
so
somebody
it's
call.
there, you believe. I can call the cops too, and I'm gonna spit. I told her to spit on them. My teeth are misaligned.
Okay.
The Invisaligners are too expensive. You take
Uh,
one person's word. Can you take my side of the story?
You're not under arrest. You're being detained.
I know that. Why?
So what happened?
Why? I have shit to do today.
What happened today?
I don't know. I plead the fifth. If you,
We want to get your side of the story.
no, you don't.
What happened?
You didn't do that at first.
Go ahead.
That's just someone called the police. What about me?
So,
Shut the f up. Shut the f up. I'll kick you in the neck. You got a gun, a taser. When you fight a black people,
Towards you
I
guys.
got teeth like a white.
Highly cooperative, so. Give me a
Shut the
second.
f up. That's all I'm saying. I plead the fifth. Don't rough me up. I will kill you.
All right. Actually, no. What's that?
You put a hood over me? No, I'm eating and I have bad teeth.
Okay.
I wish you would put a hood on me.
I don't want. They said you spit on somebody, so I don't.
What they said, you'll see the way I was spitting on him. That's how I talk. They said, some white man says you can put a hood on me. I have post-traumatic stress disorder.
Can you stand up?
I've been in psychosis. You can put a hood on me.
We're not. Stand up. Stand up.
I will if I want to. I'm a woman. I'm 52 years old. I have grandchildren. I have grandchildren. Who said? Is the camera on?
Yes, there's cameras in there. Come on.
Spitting on staff is barely a disorderly. Don't rip me so hard or I will hit you.
You're not gonna hit me.
Yes, I will, and I don't care the consequences. You're doing this about college education. You treat me like a bitch.
Go ahead.
No,
Come on.
let go of me.
Go ahead. What?
Is this how you treat your mom? I'm 52-year-old grandmother. Is this how you treat your mom?
Step in the car. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Don't touch me. She
There was a problem this morning.
don't touch my.
Hey. Do not start
I told you I've been by women officers. Don't touch my.
I didn't even touch
You
you.
touch my
I didn't. No. I'm fixing the belt.
around my neck. You
That
racist.
is-
Hey, Lisa,
From beginning to end, it was always the race card with this one. Holy shit. You might want to find another form of argument because this one doesn't work. Now, she was charged with battery and theft. Let's move on to the main topic. Now, this story is incredible. I don't usually cover courtroom footage, but in this case, I want to make an exception because I find this case fascinating. Let's take a look at the article. Catherine Sarah Welsh, 49, of Netherlands, was indicted on January 24th for driving while intoxicated, a third-degree felony, now marking the 10th offense of charges related to driving while intoxicated within Jefferson County. At the time of her arrest, Welsh was reportedly driving her black BMW recklessly in the area of Helena Avenue and North 27th Street on November 24th, 2021, just after 2 p.m., when Netherlands Police Department officer Lane Verdeen made contact with the driver. I observed the black BMW to be parked at the red light, the officer reported. A bystander was trying to remove the keys to stop the suspected drunk driver from further recklessness. A witness advised Welsh had swerved all over the road and drove onto oncoming traffic for an extended period of time. Maybe she thought she was in Grand Theft Auto or something. Catherine Welsh, a.k.a. Catherine Taylor, a.k.a. Katie Pope, reported to the officer that she had not consumed any alcoholic beverages that day, nor had she taken any type of narcotics, answering for the officer's instructions with slurred speech while she swayed back and forth, standing in place. According to the record of indictment, Welsh's criminal history includes June 2nd, 2023, convicted of attempt to obtain a controlled substance by fraud. May 19th, 1997, convicted of driving while intoxicated in Jefferson County. Same charge for December 1st, 1998. Same charge for February 25th, 1999 and November 29, 1999. So she was charged within 3 months of each other in 1999. Then there's June 2nd, 2003, convicted to 3 offenses related to driving while intoxicated. And there's October 17, 2011, convicted of 2 offenses related to driving while intoxicated. So pardon my French, but it's pretty obvious that this woman doesn't give a fuck about anybody else on the road, including herself. And the judge just had enough. But first, let's listen to her defense attorney, and you won't even believe the sentence he was asking for.
Judge, I want to... I recognize this is a unique case and a unique ask that we're making here. This is not something small that we're asking for. I have sort of personally taken Catherine on over the last 3+ years, I guess almost 4 years, as a project for me, if that makes any sense. And what I mean by that is I really wanted to put to the test, could this person do everything that I asked her to do to at least get her an opportunity to be here in front of you asking what we're asking for? She exceeded my expectations by doing the 90-day inpatient rehabilitation. And while she was there, she started to explore with her counselors and her therapists there some of the underlying issues that went beyond just physical addiction, but actually had to do with her mental health and some of the things that she's experienced in her life. I'm not going to detail them on the record, but the court is aware of what those things are. Incredibly traumatic events that I think she had repressed and had never really addressed and explored. And so,
can we get the world's smallest violin, please? Because this is so sad. She had traumatic events happen to her. Oh my God, free her immediately. Why don't we give her a medal while we're at it? Is this guy out of his mind? Everybody has had traumatic events that they have to deal with. That doesn't mean that they commit 10 DUIs over several decades and continuously endanger everybody's life. Give me a break. And this is why I could not be a defense attorney. I would not be able to say this with a straight face.
Those counselors recommended not just aftercare, but a specific outpatient program to address some of the trauma issues that she's had. She went and checked into that program, stayed for basically a year, and again, did everything we asked her to do. When I told her to go get her own drug patch. I told her to go get her own interlock device. She did all of that. Those records should be attached to the memo. She was successful, has been following the rules, doing everything we've asked her to do, had been going to AA, had gotten a counselor, actually reached out and befriended the director of the Dream Center to try to figure out what she could do next to sort of commit herself to her sobriety and to fixing the mental health issues that I think stem from the challenges that she faced as a young person. Sometimes it's easy to look at one side of the ledger, the rap sheet or the criminal history, and think that defines this person. What I have been fortunate enough to do is to really dig down and get to understand her as a human, and see that all the progress she's made, all the effort she's made, and see what she's done well and all of the problems that she's been addressing well. She's obviously very anxious about this day, but we've been looking forward to this day as well to be able to present that. And I want to go down on the bottom of page 2, address what I was talking about in the CSI. So that I'm not saying that this wasn't the words that came out of her mouth, but when she was asked by one of the examiners in the probation report, she felt she needed treatment. She said she didn't feel like she needed treatment. She wasn't opposed either. I want to clarify what we mean by that. And I say this here, but what she would say, I think, is she did 90 days of detox rehab related treatment, has continued aftercare, has continued mental health care. But in terms of going to a program that is specifically targeted at people who are currently using or currently intoxicated, I think she thought that wasn't the direction that would be ideal. She will do whatever you want her to do, but I wanted to explain what that comment means. And so, because a lot of times, as you know, Judge, private rehabilitation programs will just reject you if you've been clean for 3+ years, as she has. And so they just won't even accept you at all. So I think that was just a misunderstanding or a miscommunication between the probation officer and Catherine. But nonetheless, she's willing to do whatever the court chooses here. Additionally, we've been in contact with her current parole officer. They are willing to keep her on parole instead of revoking her.
So you guys heard this nonsense. Basically, her attorney is asking the court to just keep her on parole, so there should be no consequences for a 10th DUI, which is laughable. Are we supposed to wait till she kills someone? Hell no. It's a miracle she hasn't done so yet. So obviously the judge wasn't having any of this, and she decided to lay down the law. Take a look at this, because this is a glorious moment for justice.
Worked hard to get here, and it's my job. Part of my job, it's several things, and it's to look at, obviously defendants and giving chances and things like that, but it also is about making our community safe. And I have to look back. This is your 10th DWI. It's not your 5th. It's not your 8th. It's the 10th. And while I understand the trauma that you went through, that you've been to Safe P 3 times. You've been given opportunities on probation where they were revoked. You've had opportunities while you were on parole to do what you have done now. And while I appreciate what you've done, and I think that's great, and my goal isn't to, to stop any improvement, but I can't, in my opinion, in good faith, go home tonight, look myself in the mirror and say I gave somebody on their 10th DWI that your last sentence was for 15 years in prison. The one before that was for 10. The one before that, you've gone to another 10 year, back in 09. I mean, this goes back to the 90s. You got a 10-year sentence in 2011. While you're on parole for that one, you get another one, so they give you 15 years. and you get out and you're on parole and you do it again. The fact is, we're just lucky that you haven't killed someone in our community 9 times over, being given opportunities. I just can't do it. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find and your plea of true to the prior offense. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of driving while intoxicated. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 18 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive.
You saw the look of defeat on her face when she heard that 18-year sentence, and her head just went crashing down. She must have told herself, holy shit, that's a lot of time. Well, you should have thought about it before you drove drunk for the 10th time. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's a little different. I find that I really enjoyed covering this court watch, so I might start a separate channel just for this kind of content. Let me know down below if you would enjoy that. And thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.